A minimalist shoes is a shoes that has reduced the space and the material between the foot and the floor. That is the minimalist shoes. Traditional shoes has been developed in the past years, putting a lot of fantastic technology in the sole. Talking about a lot of cushioning, a lot of rubbers, a gel. Sometimes the gel is being put through. A minimalist shoes is a shoes that is actually using, as a technology, is using your body. So your feet and your body is the only technology that the action and the activity needs in that kind of moment. So a minimalist shoes is a shoes that has provided just a very small sole between the feet and the floor, because all the work is done by the body in a more natural way as possible. That's what is a minimalist shoes. Also, after working on the sole, all the brands has been working on developing also the upsole or up part of the shoes in a very minimalistic way, which means has a very breathable and very thin materials, so that your feet could move more easily and follow more the anatomic shape of it. There is no like the right way or the wrong way of running or do a kind of activities, but there is only the way that you feel that is better. If you you like to run, like, let's say 5 kilometers a day, 10 kilometers a day, what is suggested of using a traditional shoes instead of a minimalist shoes is always using a transition time. This transition times will help you to understand if using a minimalist shoes is the right thing for your body or not. So the best thing to do is always listen to your body. If you have to run with minimalist shoes, you have to land your feet in a completely different way instead of a traditional shoes. So for example, there's some topics to follow. First of all, don't do the heel strike. So when you run with traditional shoes, because you have all the kind of cushioning, what happens with your feet is actually you're landing with your heel, and then with your middle foot, and then you're pushing forward. That is called a heel strike. The heel strike is something that actually goes back on your back, on the lower part of your back, and in long terms could cause some injuries. It could, you know, it's not it's a scientific proof that if you run like that, you're gonna get injured. It's not like that. So instead of landing with the heel when you're using a minimalist shoes, you're actually moving your body a little bit forward, and you're actually landing with the middle foot and then spread the fingers and pushing forward. So to avoid the heel strike. Another suggestion is do not step over your knees while you're running, because if you step over your knees, obviously you're gonna land with the heel. And then going back on the topics number one. The third thing, which is more natural approach, is like when you run, listen of the noise that you make when you land on the floor, okay? So if you make too much noise, that means that maybe you're not running in the right way. So listen to it. Again, listen to your body. If you're landing too much, too hard, you're gonna make a lot of noise. That happens a lot of the time with traditional shoes. When you're running with minimalist shoes, what happens is that you land more softly and you're pushing forward. That's the three main topics that you have to follow.